And welcome to the quest. Here we are for our second quest holiday edition, I guess you would say.
Yeah, and fuck me in the ass with a screwdriver. This movie was funny.
No, absolutely, I totally agree.
Fuck, man.
Now I will say this.
From beginning to end.
This one wasn't as funny as the first one. The first one was definitely funnier.
Didn't that? Now, if I've seen two, I can go back to one, right? They don't connect too much. Yeah,
they'll explain some things. Like you'll find out without giving spoilers away. You'll find out why certain key points were said. But
okay, yeah, because
it's not going to ruin that one.
Hilarious.
If anything, you'll actually understand it more. But the first one was so much like the first one was way better. Was
it? Yeah. More cruder.
Much more cruder. Way cruder.
Crude, man.
You actually watched him throughout, like he loves him some fat girls. Like he does.
Who? The little black guy or
Billy Bob?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that's the whole premise.
He got ass throughout this whole fucking movie.
His whole premise, even in the first one, they explained this in the first one. He loves fucking big girls in the ass. Like that's his thing. You notice when he was getting the keys off of the girl?
Yeah, he got the soap in his hand and everything, and
she's like, "What do you got?" And she's like, "Oh, right." Oh. And he's like, "Yeah, call me." And remember, when he's fucking the one girl in the ass, he's like, "Yeah, call me Santa." That's another one. He likes being called Santa whenever he's doing it. Like, and that's without giving spoilers. I mean, if you've seen the first one,
that's without giving nothing away. Yeah,
like there are just. Like I will say that this movie was fun. It was not as good as the first one, but it was good. Mm-hmm. But before we get into that, I will give some rundowns real quick because we have to do this. You are watching The Quest. This is our weekly where me and VC Lauren do non-spoiler, spoiler-free movie reviews and scores on movies we watch. And it doesn't matter what they are.
Movies,
They could be action movies, horror movies, comedy movies. I don't think we'll ever do a romance movie, but hell, movie?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, but that might have to be another show. But I don't think there's enough pornos out there.
Go to porno review.
See, here's the thing, though. I don't watch.
How do you review a porno? It's all sex, so
it's all the same anyway, right?
It's all the same, yeah. So it's like,
not just that. It's like there's not enough, and I don't watch studio pornos. I don't.
No,
I'm a big fan of like, hey, VHS that shit and send it to me, right?
Just raw dog it, just
like old school.
Grab your cell phone and
Well, now, I was gonna say, like, I'm talking like the quality could be as bad as a fucking VHS, and I still watch it.
I don't care.
No, I'll be like, gritty, real, right? Because there
has to be a retro genre of porn.
Oh no, there is. It's actually called.
All about it.
It's not called retro. It's called something else. But there is a category for it. There's a lot of shit from like the 60s into the 80s,
like the 70s and shit. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the older we get, the more that retro shit gets scaled. So there's probably shit in there from the 90s by now. But regardless, you are watching The Quest. We do our spoiler free, straight to the point, 30 minutes minimum. Usually we try to do it around 30 minutes. Sometimes we go like 6 or 7 minutes over. But our 30 minutes is usually our
sloppy.
We've had to really get into certain things, right? So it happens sometimes. It's our fucking show. We can do whatever we want. But yeah, that's what we do here on this one. It's our Wednesday edition, and this is non-seasonal, of course. So this is every week. And this week we're doing Bad Santa 2, Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton's always a crude son of a bitch to begin with, but these movies show the level of crudeness that he can do.
Hilarious. His mom was hilarious.
Oh, so racist too.
Plays her.
So much racist shit in this movie.
Oh my god! Without giving nothing away, she's like, "Well, my pussy is not colorblind or some shit like that." I died.
Not even that. I won't say anything. I won't say anything. But the scene where they're talking in the restaurant, the shit that he says to him, I was like, "Oh my god, you could not say that shit today."
Oh, dude, that would not fly today.
No.
Matter of fact, none of the jokes.
No.
Most of those jokes would not fly.
There were jokes on small people, race. Everything. But that goes to,
everything.
Again, I will say the same thing about this movie that I said about Tropic Thunder. Okay?
Yes.
This shows a time when movies were fun.
They were fun. They were fun. They were open. They knew people knew to separate comedy from reality.
Yeah, you get that. Don't get me wrong. People always got butthurt, but not as many.
Racist shit. Well, right, but it was a small group. Now you get canceled.
Like
some of the shit that he said during that bar scene, he would have been canceled.
Oh my god, this whole movie was a cancel. Like Billy, the fact that maybe he did get canceled because I don't see Billy Bob much anywhere anymore. But
maybe,
but still, I mean, come on, I want to know what Billy Bob did so wrong in his life, right? Because that's Angelina Jolie's ex-husband, right?
Right, that's true.
She was married to him before she was married to Brad Pitt.
Before she's married to Brad Pitt, right? So, yeah. Maybe
Which don't get me wrong. Okay, that is an upgrade. I'm not dunking on Billy Bob though. But you went from Billy Bob Thornton to Brad Pitt. I mean,
yeah, big movie star.
No, I mean, so no, but it's not even
Billy
that.
Bob
so
was too, though.
No, it's Billy Bob. I'm not talking that. I'm saying Billy Bob. He's an older looking guy. Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
still a lot of women. I don't know why.
I mean, let me tell you something. Even though Brad Pitt is he's getting a little older now. He's still not a bad looking dude. He's not like, I mean, he's up there with Johnny Depp and all the other. They're not bad looking guys. Like, I want to know what the fuck they're doing.
I tell you what, though, if Billy Bob was as comical as he is in movie relations, he'd be a fun motherfucker to be with.
Oh, he's just extremely sarcastic. That's what it is. Like, he doesn't give a fuck what he says.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, that is how his humor works. So there is that. So yeah. No, he's a very crude person,
times all the times.
Which is fine because that's kind of where I'm at, right? Like, I love me a bit of crude humor.
Yeah,
man.
I love that type of humor. Love it.
You talking about you're calling pussies snappers and shit, like.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Making fucking dude. Yeah. How you could not? Now you're thinking. Now, before someone gets all butthurt in the fucking comments, listen. This ain't even just about this movie. I did not hate White Chicks. I thought White Chicks was a funny ass movie.
I thought that was a great movie. Funny as hell. The Wayans brothers, right?
Yeah. Make that movie all you want. I don't give a fuck how. But if you're gonna make fun of white people, then obviously other people got to make fun of the other shit too.
Yeah, okay, man. They made fun of that poor black guy, short and black.
Dude, I've never once ever seen a midget and a racial joke in one sentence.
In one, yes. Oh, God,
my bad. No, there was one point where they made a midget joke, a racial joke, and a sex joke all in one sentence.
I mean, he called his friend retarded. Like you. Don't,
there's that too. Yeah, dude, straight up. Oh my God, like.
I used the word retarded. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, I can say this. I can say this because this was in the trailer. But I absolutely love this scene because this just showed in the trailer, so I can give this away. There's the one scene where he's kind of like albino or whatever he is. I don't know what he is. The pale kid, whatever he is. he comes and meets him in the hall like, when he's hanging himself, right? Remember?
Right.
And he gives him the money, and he's like, the guy's asking him, "What are you doing here?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, you said, oh," he's like, "Have you ever been with anybody?" He's like, "No, I was waiting for you. You said you were gonna pop my cherry." And he's like,
Yes,
"I didn't
yes.
say I was gonna pop your cherry. I said I would get someone else to pop your cherry." Yeah. And I'm just fucking dying.
He got up to a big,
Yeah. And he's talking about,
ran.
you know, cover your mouth when you don't eat it. It probably stinks. Wash your dick off afterwards. All this shit. I'm like, oh my God, this movie's so insulting. And I love every minute of it.
All of it, man.
She's over there talking, like this, and this you'll understand a little bit of this if you do it. There's that one part where she says, "I'll do everything, but he's not sticking in my ass." You already ruined that. Going into the fact that he's already ruined her ass, because that's the whole premise of his character. He loves fucking people in the ass.
Yes.
That's what he has a nickname through the whole movie, Shit Stick, and they do explain, which is this is not a spoiler.
Yeah, they did.
The reason why they named him Shit Stick is because he fucks everything in the ass, dogs, everything. They said it like everything. He fucks everything. I'm like, oh my God.
And it's perfect because he was in prison for a long time. I wonder if he fucked anything else in the
ass. Oh, I'm sure. Well, dude, this has a lot of one-liners, and I love this one. When I'm not again spoiler free. This is just a comedy line. There's a point where he says a guy says to him, I won't say why, but a guy says to him, "Oh, I always wanted to fuck me a Santa," and he said, "I always wanted to shit on a racist dick." Like, he's like, "I guess we're made for each other," God. And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Dude, I would love to see a movie like that today, but it'll never happen.
There is none. Though.
That's this climate goes away. Nah, there is none, and there won't be none.
There is that one movie that's not going to go to movies. It's that I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it. It's about all these guys who basically join women's sports to become best at sports.
I heard. Matter of fact, I seen the trailer. Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna do.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
It looks
yet.
really crude.
Yeah. But again, that one's attacking woke culture, and that can go either way. It can be so hateful that it's not funny. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want something. If you want to go after woke culture to be funny, that's great. But if you spend too much time just bashing on wokeness, then it's not. It's just then it's not funny anymore.
It's just hateful. Pushing an ideology.
Yeah. Then it's just now this movie's about your ideology. I don't want this shit in my movies. Period. Right.
Yeah.
I want to go back to when movies were fun. Whether they're horror movies,
like this one.
comedy movies, or whatever. Dude, Martin Lawrence stood on stage in a stand-up comedy, and Martin, you ever see the Martin Lawrence, She's So Crazy? The stand-up?
Love all his stuff.
Okay. Yep. There was a point where in his stand-up, he was talking about how he's running from the cops, and the only thing he could do was jump in some chick's pussy. Because her pussy was so big. And the only reason he got caught was because his Nikes were hanging out her pussy.
Oh, man. Yeah. I like that whole stand-up. It had a name. I forget the name of it. It was a group of African-American guys just did that whole tour.
It wasn't even just that. It was the style, though. That was just like no one cared.
Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah. It was freaking crazy.
Fucking Bernie Mac. Oh, my God.
Bernie Mac. God, it was a group of them.
All of them. Cedric, all that shit. They were all great at what they did. But then, of course, there's also on the other end. There's also great comedian. I mean, we got Bill Burr. I love me some Bill Burr. He's hilarious as shit. He's one of the. He's fighting for comedy out there. He said some really offensive shit.
He's still holding on with some real offensive.
Oh, he's very offensive. He just did that movie where he's like a parent or some shit, and like he's just offensive as shit through the whole thing. I can't remember.
I don't know which one that is, but
I can't remember the name of it. Point is, this movie, just like Tropic Thunder and other movies before it, this movie, and mind you, this was a 2016 movie, I believe. Let me see. I have it down. I'm pretty sure it's it's definitely not an old movie. It looks clean and new, but it came out November 23rd of 2016.
That's how you know it got terrible, dude. After 2019, it just got terrible.
Wokeness was showing its ugly face at 2016, and unfortunately, that's the reason why this movie didn't do as good as the first one did, for a lot of reasons. I do have the budget for this movie. Do you know how much? If you had to take a swing,
I'm gonna say this movie, well filmed, good actors, expensive actors. So I'm gonna say like 2.5 million.
No, much more than that. I mean, it's Billy Bob Thornton, so it definitely had much. 26 million.
Oh, dude, that was way off.
But now, if you were to have to do, how much do you think this movie made back?
If it used up 20-some million, I'm thinking it made over 120 million.
This is why I say that woke culture was showing its face around this time. It wasn't as bad as it was now, as bad as it is now, but it was starting to show its face. This movie actually did not make its budget back. This movie only made 24.1 million.
What?
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah.
It had a lot of
show his ugly neck.
This movie was had a lot of controversy. Now, again, I went on and said it earlier. This movie was not as good as the first one. The first one was a classic.
Yeah, I can't talk for the first because I never seen it, which I will now.
The first one was way better. I love the first one. And the big guy, the kid that was in this one, he was much younger in this one. So imagine that character, but much younger.
Much younger.
And it was still as crude. Yeah, this movie wasn't as good as the first one. I will not say that. The first one was definitely better. But a lot of this movie got a lot of hate for all the wrong reasons. They were saying, oh, it was overly crude. Oh, it was offensive. This and that.
Racist.
Racist stuff. Yeah.
Short people. Like, blacks. Yeah.
Come on now. If a black little person wasn't offended by this movie, why the fuck are you getting mad about it?
Well, it's never the people that are being made fun of. It's always some other Karen or male Karen that's hurt about it.
No, absolutely.
It's
a damn shame because this is definitely not a family movie.
No. Far from that. There was so many. I'm glad I didn't watch this with my kid because there was so many things I would have had to explain that I'm not in the mood to.
More fucking than, I mean, I'm trying to remember if the first one had more fucking or this one had more fucking. I can't remember. Like, there was a lot of fucking. There was a lot of fucking in it. Quite a few scenes of it.
He fucked the boss lady. He fucked a fat chick.
He fucks a lot of chicks in this movie. So, or even insinuates it well. So I don't know. There's just a lot of fucking going around. But I mean, that's what you expect. Again, not
hand jobs.
Oh God! Without giving away the fucking. There is a scene that actually I shit myself on. I was like,
I can't talk about it, but I died at the end, dude. I didn't know what to do with myself.
No, absolutely, no.
Oh my God!
And it was it was nonsensical, and it made no sense. No point to the ending whatsoever. But I still loved it.
Well, it did make sense. It was because the black guy used to do that to him. Remember?
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
The whole movie. Pictures of it.
And the fact that they actually show it, like,
fucked me up, dude. Fucked me up.
Yeah, no, I will say, that did get me. That got me real good.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So no, I
mean, if you can't find this for free, definitely rent it. This is definitely a must see.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. This movie would never make it in theaters right now.
It wouldn't make it today.
No.
It probably wouldn't even get greenlit. I don't think this movie would even get funded. You know what I mean?
No, you could make it. You could make it, but I don't think a major studio would publish it.
Well, if you're going to go to a major company to fund a movie, I don't think they'll even fund it.
No. You could definitely make it. You could definitely make it.
You can make it.
I don't know. I don't know. It makes me sad because this movie, even though it came out in 2016, it was still a flop. It was a flop. It didn't make its budget back. So it was a flop.
Well, I mean, I blame the beginnings
and
of woke.
Apparently, Billy Bob apparently directed this movie.
Did he?
Yeah. Apparently he was very angry at the fans for this when he said that the fans are really ungrateful and that he would not direct anymore. Whether or not he actually did direct anymore, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. But yeah, he was actually like, fuck it. Like,
great actor.
Yeah, no, I love him as an actor.
Disappointed. Yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt.
It was like, you bunch of pussies are going to hate the movie just because.
Bunch of pussies. We poured his heart and soul, directed it.
Comedy is suggested. Now, again, don't get me wrong. This was not as good as the first movie, but it wasn't a flop.
Comedy today
Dude,
is a dead art.
it even
You only
had
got
Kathy Bates in it, dude. Like,
who was that?
that's the mom.
That's the
Yeah.
hilarious.
But that's Kathy Bates, dude.
Hilarious.
How do you have Kathy Bates? There's okay. The cast in this, real quick, I'll go over it. The cast in this movie was actually quite notable. Of course, you have Billy Bob Thornton. Brett Kelly was the kid, the one that played Thurman Merman. Christina Hendricks was the chick. You know, she's the
boss lady.
yeah. Which give it to her.
All day long.
Tony Cox is the little guy.
Okay.
Kathy Bates, of course, she's the mom. The big girl, which was the you know, I even give it to her too. I'm serious.
Yeah, well, she had a cute face. She had a cute
I'll give it to her too. Jenna Zagrino. I'll give it to her too. And there's a lot of other people too here and there, like little roles and shit. But it's like it wasn't a weak cast, dude. Like it had a reasonably decent cast. So I don't know. I don't think the movie deserved the hate that it did get, but here we are. But
no. But that's
is the way
what
it
the
is.
times is. That's the times.
But it is that time where we give it a scores.
Yeah, buddy.
For anyone who's new, this is where we give our, like I said, you know, this is our short one. Spoilers, right to the point. We give our 4 scores as we do. Those scores are on story, acting. I'm gonna change this one because I'm gonna say it right now. Gore got a pass, obviously.
Well, no, Gore, no.
But I'm thinking about making this one universal. I'm thinking about when it needs gore, we give it a gore score. When it's an action movie, we give it an action score. When it's a comedy movie, we give it a comedy score. I think I want to start doing that because I don't want to keep skipping this one and giving it a pass. For the sake of this show, for the sake of this one, I will give it a pass because we didn't talk about it prior. Yeah. Funny movie, just know that. So if we're going to give it a score, it did pretty good. I think it did. But we're not going to give it a score because we don't have it set up. But on the next one, I think the next episode we're going to do, depending on what that movie is, if it's an action movie, we'll give it an action score. If it's a horror movie, a gore score. If it's a comedy, we'll give it a laugh score, so forth and so on. Depending on what kind of style it is, we'll give that kind of score. But yeah, I'll just put it out there. Yeah. Gore score is a pass on this one. So we're not doing that one, but we are still doing story, acting, and production. Then we have the woke meter, and then of course we have the overall meter. Okay, same way the scores work: 1 through 5 in the category base. If it's below a 1, we give it a noble pile. Above a 5, we give it the noble seal. And yeah, let's get into it. So with that said, what do you give the story score for Bad Santa 2?
I really enjoyed this movie. The whole, whatever. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Wow.
I don't want to give the story away, but it was a fun story. It was a fun story. I can't get into it why I'm giving it a 5 because I don't want to spoil.
Yeah. I mean, you can give reactions, but you can't give points.
It was very decent. Very decent. A 5.
I didn't give it a 5. I probably would have given Bad Santa 1, maybe a 4.5 or something like that. But I gave this one a 4, which is still good.
Okay.
It's still good.
Yeah.
No, it's still good. It's not the funniest movie I've ever seen. I mean, hell, Tropic Thunder was hilarious.
Oh my God, I was dying the whole time with this movie.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to go as far as saying that I laughed with this one more than Tropic Thunder. I did.
Okay, the first time I seen Tropic Thunder, I would not be able to agree with you on that. Second time, recently when I watched it, I still laughed my ass up, but there was a lot of jokes that I knew were coming, so I didn't laugh as hard. But I don't want to hold that against the movie because, I mean, just because I knew they were coming doesn't mean that's a fault of the movie. I can't say if I had to say from a first time perspective. No, I think I laughed more for Tropic Thunder than this one, but this was still a good movie. No takeaway from that.
Great movie.
So moving on to the next part, what do you give the score for acting?
Acting was flawless. I mean, everybody was grade A actors. I don't know if it's a 5, but it's definitely a 4.5.
Okay,
I'll stick to the 4.5. It was good.
No, that's fair enough. I gave it a 4.5 as well. Like, it wasn't phenomenal acting. I don't think it deserved like a fucking award for it or anything.
Like a Grammy, award for it or anything.
But it was good. It was good. It was good. I will give it that. So yeah, hands down, really good. Dig it. All right. So we have a 5, a 4, a 4.5s around there. So we're still staying above 4 for this one. So we're going to skip the gore meter. That one's getting a pass because this week we didn't get our gore score out of this one, but we're going to start doing that.
What though? If we were to give it a comical meter, it would definitely get a 5 for me.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I would give it a 5, but I would give it a 4.5.
Yeah, definitely would get a 5 from me. I haven't seen, it's been so long since I see a movie this loaded with comedy
and crude.
That I almost have to go back in the past to get that feel, because I'm not getting it from these movies today.
No, absolutely. No, I do agree with you. It's just a 4. I again, Tropic Thunder is kind of where my ceiling is, so I definitely felt like I had more out of Tropic Thunder. But that doesn't take away from this movie. Again, not as good as the first one. The first one was definitely more funny, definitely had a lot more punch to it, but this one was still good. I don't think it deserved the shit that it got.
Right.
Now, moving on to the final one, because like I said, the gore score is a skip. What do you give the production of this movie?
Oh, flawless, beautiful. When you think of greatly filmed films, this is it. 5.
Okay. No, I definitely agree with you. I give it a 5 as well. It wasn't poorly done.
I found nothing wrong with this. This was gorgeous.
No, it was well filmed. Sound was great. Production, everything was good.
Absolutely.
No problems with it. Script was even good. I mean, it wasn't the most creative script in the world, but for what it was good. It wasn't trying to be anything more than what it was. Woke meter. I not really anything woke in the movie.
I didn't see nothing.
No. Even though it got some hate, there wasn't really any wokeness. So I keep it out of 1 for that.
But that was outside the movie,
Yeah, exactly.
Not in the movie, so.
Moving on to the last one, then we will give the overall score of Bad Santa 2. What do you give the overall score of it?
Fucking enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 10, dude. I don't think I've laughed so hard in months. Tropic Thunder would have been the lead up to this, and I laughed hard on that one, but this one, I don't know what it was about this one. It just fucked me up.
No, I mean, I can't say I can't go with the Tropic Thunder comment, but I do agree with you as it is a good movie. I can't give it a 10. I did give it an 8.
Okay, that's nice.
It's still good. Yeah. I mean, it's still good. It's not a 10 for me, but I think
this is the second. This is the second time you see it, right?
Yeah. No. Well, okay. No, I've seen half of it.
I've
seen half of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Okay.
I seen the whole thing in the first one. I didn't see the whole thing in the second one. This is the first time seeing like the ending, all that shit. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
I watched. You know what? If anything, when I originally seen this movie, I think I seen about maybe 40 minutes of it, and then I don't know. I just kind of did something else. I don't remember. It wasn't because it was bad. It was just there was something going on at that time, and I don't know what it was. But
yeah. No, this was the first time I watched it, so I loved it.
So give it a 10
for me.
10 and an 8.
Yep.
Not a bad score. Would you recommend? It is right now on Paramount Plus.
It's on Paramount Plus, and I oh shit, fuck, I'm dying. I would definitely rent it if it's nowhere else to be seen. It's definitely worth a rent.
If you're trying to watch something funny and crude for the holidays right now, go give it a watch. It's worth it.
Right now it's free.
If you have Paramount Plus, go give it a watch.
Then you're good to go.
I don't know if it's the Showtime Paramount Plus or if I don't remember. I think it was just a regular Paramount movie.
I think it's regular Paramount because I actually dropped my Showtime subscription.
Oh, I didn't. I still have it.
You still have it? I didn't want to pay the full amount this month, so I just
I still have it. I still have it just because I know there's going to be shit in there that I'm going to want to watch, and we're going to have to watch it. So that's why I keep it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting it again for that reason, but.
Paramount's I judge shit based off of how much I use it, and Paramount's been something I've always come to. Same thing with Peacock, Max, all that shit.
Yeah. Even my Stars, I got to figure out because I got that for free on a promotion, and that's coming to an end at the end of the year. So I'm gonna Probably gonna have to end up paying for that because he's done a lot of movies.
It's not a. I mean, fuck. Change your email address. Get on another promotion.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yep.
They tend to let you do that, so fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely worth the. I would say the watch. If you have Paramount Plus, definitely give it a watch. It's a fun movie for the holidays. Not a family movie. But if you want to watch it with your lady and you have a good sense of humor, crude sense of humor, yeah, it's definitely worth it. So
yeah, if you like crude sex jokes,
oh god, it's
jam-packed with it.
Racist jokes, fucking
racist, sex,
fucking sex jokes, fucking all
mental deficiencies, jokes, everything,
all kinds of shit. Like this is a very offensive movie, and if you love offensive humor, then yeah, it's probably you definitely might enjoy it. But that is our take for this week of The Quest. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of the movie, and maybe you go watch it. If you do go watch it from our rating, come join us back and let us know what you think down below. Get to that, okay? Go down below, leave your comments.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you agree with our scores, okay? But yeah, definitely go give it a watch. Make sure to check out that website, nobullgi.com. You see it right there, nobullgi.com. Check it out. Get yourself some merch. Go check out all our episodes of every other show that happens on the network. Full schedules there. Affiliations, VNG Dev, Synthpop Radio, and Abomination Realm. It's all there. Yep. Get it out, guys. Make sure to check out tomorrow for Attacking the Topic is on demand. Okay, it is on demand. We are doing a episode on kindness without reason. Okay, so check that out. That will go live. It is on demand because we will be out of the studio. That will go live at 7:55 p.m. over on the YouTube channel as well. Then, of course, check it out on Friday for Grim Tales, the podcast, where we will be doing the nights before Christmas. So check that out. That's what that episode's going to be. And then, of course, you will see me again on Christmas Eve for game nights with yours truly, of course. And then nothing all the way up until next Wednesday. So, yeah.
That's
you still see us. You'll still get to get our fill. We still have plenty of time. We have all that working out. So hopefully you enjoy it, guys. We're going to get the hell out of here and enjoy the rest. Enjoy your hump day. We're going to enjoy our hump day.
Indeed. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah. Check it all out. Make sure to keep up to date with our full schedule because, you know, we have a lot of shit that launches on the network. So, but we're going to get the hell out of here, guys. With that said, we will see you when we see you.
Peace out.
Peace out, peeps.